Hello there, and welcome to episode 3 of the Aline with Aline podcast. Thank you so much for joining me. And today we're going to talk a little bit about how to cope with self-sabotage, with the inner critic, and then I'm going to take you through a guided journey that will hopefully help you feel a lot more balanced, that you can use at any time, and connect with your mind, your body, and your soul. So, first of all, what is self-sabotage? Now, it sounds rather dramatic, the name sabotage. And what it ultimately is when we were younger, many of us, we used coping mechanisms in a situation to protect us. And this is where our limbic system kicked in. So the limbic system is what we've had since we were cave people. So the limbic brain is when we click into survival mode of fight, flight, or freeze. And what happens is when we were running away from dinosaurs or boulders were crashing towards us, as cave people, this was wonderful because we could fight against oncoming predators or run away from them or freeze and play dead. We were in survival mode. We don't need that anymore, but we do have that brain within us. And what happens is where it was very useful in the Stone Age when there were changes, any changes signaled danger. So when we're creating a new path for ourselves, when we're changing our mindset, when we're changing our lifestyle, our limbic brain can kick in and say, oh no, they're doing something completely different. I need to save her. And this is when we could go into fight, flight, and freeze mode. So fight could be resistance. That's the way to look at it now. Fight is doing everything possible not to actually take those action steps. Flight is just running away and not sitting yourself down, journaling, not choosing healthy food, and going in completely opposite direction where you can do something to the absolute extreme polarity of what you really want to be doing, what your heart really feels you should be doing, and your mind and your body and your soul are yearning for. So that's what self-sabotage ultimately is. So when we look at it this way and we think, well, actually, all this is just protection, and we call it the inner critic, when actually it's just trying to protect us. So immediately when we change the mindset of inner critic, which is when sometimes we can have a spiral of comments inside us, of you're not good enough inside us, of you can't do that inside of us, when we feel, actually, you're trying to help me, the narrative changes completely. So that's the first part of it. And I understand we've all been there. Many of us are intuitive empaths. We feel a lot going on. There's a huge amount going on this year as well, because we're in the 7 year. We're in the year of spirituality. We're remembering who we were born to be. And you can already hear in my throat that there's something that needs to come through. So I'm going to push through. I'm not going to stop. And I'm going to carry on talking. So a lot of it comes from here. A lot of it comes from our throat chakra. So if this happens, please know that I'm either healing something for myself or healing for something, easy for me to say, healing something for somebody out there who is listening, and to draw attention to that area for you. Okay. And also there's an element of perfectionism as well. So we have the flight, fight, freeze, but we also have perfectionism where we feel we can't put something out into the world unless it's perfect. We can't possibly speak publicly unless it's perfect. We're all human. Nobody is perfect. So with that in heart, this is what the podcast today is all about, is acceptance. It's about accepting ourselves exactly as we are at whatever time of the day, how we sound, how we look, how we feel, who we are, whatever mood we're in. It's about acceptance. So with self-sabotage, we've spoken about the limbic brain and fight, flight, freeze mode. So what happens when that kicks in? So an example, this was me. I was in a meditation group. I wasn't running it. I was attending it, and it was beautiful. And I was so looking forward to diving into the beautiful meditation about to happen. My cats were at the window to come in, to join in with the gorgeous energy. And then what happened was I let my cats in. I was immersing into the meditation, feeling wonderful. And then some noise outside my door happened. And this noise continued until 2 a.m. So it started at 8 o'clock and continued until 2 a.m. So what happened for me was my limbic brain kicked in. And instead of being relaxed and feeling in peace and enjoying the meditation, I felt, I have to get out of here. I can't get into this meditation. I have to get rid of this noise. And what happened was instead of going inwards and listening to my inner power and really feeling into that beautiful nurturing and just listening to my soul, I came completely out. And I put I played a reality TV show of all things loudly so I couldn't hear the voices and the chatter outside my door. So this has actually inspired me to this podcast today, because it was really interesting looking at how I've been lucky enough to have many tools, many beautiful tools, not just coping mechanisms from childhood, but real coping tools that get me into a situation where, being an empath, and when there's an awful lot going around, it can get a lot. So I have these beautiful tools, and I've shared them with you, and I will share more, that they bring me into an inner peace. They allow me to accept there's noise outside, and ultimately get me to listen to my inner voice, not all the noise around. Now, as wonderful as that is, that didn't happen this evening. So it was really interesting watching my reaction of the limbic brain. I went into fight, basically. I was fighting against the noise. So I was putting up the reality TV show as loudly as possible, so I couldn't hear the voices outside. So that's an example of fight. So flight could be, let's say you have a beautiful gift to bring out to the world, and you're all ready to go ahead, and all of a sudden just crippling fear kicks in. And instead of sitting down and bringing that beautiful gift to the world, you do everything else possible to distract yourself from actually taking that action and bringing your gift out into the world. So that's flight. Now, freeze is a little different. Freeze is almost like a numbing. So say, for example, there's a situation. Let's use my example. So there's a situation, I was about to go into a beautiful meditation, and then there was a lot of noise outside. So instead of actually going outside and saying, please, can you keep the noises down? I froze. I didn't go outside. I kept inside in my room, if you like, and didn't venture out. So I froze with the situation. Another example of this can be if you're about to just present something to the world. It's like stage fright, if you like. So you're about to go on stage, and then all of a sudden you're just rigid and you can't move. That's an extreme example of freezing. Another way is that you can block yourself. So this is where self-sabotage comes in a lot, because self-sabotage is blocking us from really listening to our souls, to really remember who we are and be who we were born to be. So with the freeze aspect and the blocking aspect, this freezes us in a situation. So for example, you're about to spread your beautiful gift with the world, and then the inner critic, we'll go into that in a moment, that goes through and says, well, you can't, that's not right, that's not right, that's not perfect, that doesn't make sense, and gives you all of the negatives of why you can't possibly do that, so you don't do anything at all. That is freeze. Okay, so that's self-sabotage, basically. And when we hear the word self-sabotage, they do sound rather negative. And when we hear the word the phrase inner critic, that also sounds rather negative. So as I mentioned before, when we turn it around and we say inner protector, it really actually releases a lot. And I really feel, for me, maybe try it yourself. Just say inner protector instead of inner critic, and just see perhaps how your shoulders lower and you feel just a deep sense of relief. So what I would like to do is just to talk through a process that I have shared a number of times before, and then I'm going to take us into a meditation. Because at the time of this podcast, we are in the Leo full moon. It's the 3rd day of the full moon, and the 3 days after the night of the full moon are really powerful, energetic days where we can really nurture our new moon intentions. We can really nurture who we want to be in the world. We can really nurture what we want to create and how to make the world a better place. These days are really powerful. And what can happen with that is sometimes that power can be a little bit frightening because it's different, it's change. And so it's our inner protector coming in, just trying to protect us. And it can make us almost feel like a frightened child. So the way I suggest that you work with this is, if your inner protector comes up, imagine you're speaking to a frightened child. Imagine you're saying to a frightened child, it's okay, we're safe. You wouldn't say to a frightened child, come on, get on with it, this is ridiculous, you're this, you're this, you're this, you're this. You would nurture them. You would make sure they were okay. You would care for them. Imagine your inner protector is merely a frightened child just trying to keep safe. So by saying, I am safe, by saying we are safe, you are telling your system, and you're imprinting that into your system, that you've got this, that you're safe, that you're confident, that you're in control. You're in control of the situation. You don't need the constant negative commentary that's going on in your head, like the monkey brain noises. And you don't need to feel scared. You've got this. You're in control. And another way is acceptance, is accepting the situation, is accepting, and this is how I'm reacting at the moment. This is where I am now. And this is happening. It's being in the now. Okay. So we've spoken about the self-sabotage element. And what I would like to go through is, if there has been a moment where there has been self-sabotage, where you have spoken to your inner protector, you've said we are safe, I am safe, and it's still continuing, and you do have a moment of self-sabotage. The main way to come back from that is not to continue, is to observe that you did that, is not to enter into any drama at all. It's just to say to yourself, oh, okay, well, I did that. I wonder why. And write it down or speak it out and really feel into love, quite frankly. So feel real self-love, feel real self-compassion. Okay, so I blocked myself from writing that chapter of my book. Okay, I blocked myself from appearing on radio. I blocked myself for going to that audition. I blocked myself from starting that class. I blocked myself from learning that language. That's done. So all you need to do with that is just accept what that was, what you did. And from another area, from another point of view, when we accept that's what we did, we take responsibility. There's no blame in this. You're not blaming yourself. You're not blaming anybody else for the situation. You're taking responsibility for your actions. You're taking responsibility for your life. Okay? So that's and here, yes, exactly. Here it comes again. So this is talking about self-sabotage and how to turn your inner critic into your inner protector. This is talking about, should you enter into self-sabotage, is knowing that this is your inner protector just trying to keep you safe, but then also accepting your responsibility in that situation and not blaming anybody. And not blaming yourself, and having huge compassion for yourself and huge self-love. This is about accepting every single part of you, because this year is a real year of unraveling. It's really getting to who we are, who we were born to be. And as that happens, it's not all Pollyanna. It's not all bright lights. There's going to be elements that are going to be dug up, if you like, because we're going deep, but we're accepting every single element of ourselves. And if there's a moment where we're absolutely petrified, we accept that and we say, we're doing this. And by doing that and by taking that action, we feel so much better. So what I'm going to do with you now, I'm going to take you through, it's called the stop process, which is a very, very beautiful process that wherever you are, if you're at work, if you're amongst a group of people, if you're in a meeting, if you're in a crowd, anywhere, that you can use this very simple process to just get you back into your heart. So that's the first process I'm going to take you through. And then I'm going to take us through a guided journey. And I would recommend listening to that when you're not driving. So to get yourself comfortable in a beautiful space, candles, incense, and I will guide you through a very, very beautiful journey to really get in touch with your inner self. Okay, so first of all, the stop process. So the stop process is very much what it says on the tin. It is to stop. So the first part of the stop process is when you've got that constant inner noise going round and round and round, is you just say internally and see, you know, the hexagonal road signs that we all know, the red sign with white lettering that says STOP, stop. So you see that, you see the stop sign. Okay, that's the first thing, stop. So when you visually have that there, you will instantly stop. Okay, so that's the first step. The next step is sense. So the next step is, with all that mind noise going on, there could be a repetitive question, there could be a repetitive comment, there could be repetitive criticism, there could be repetitive fear, is to take whatever's in your head, in your mind, and you can do this visually or feel it. It doesn't matter, whichever way works for you. So I'm very visual, so I see. So what you would do is imagine and see what this noise looks like, a big jumbled mass or mess of words all jumbled together. And don't worry if you can't see it, just feel it. Okay, so really feel how that looks and really feel how that feels, just that unnecessary noise in your head. Okay, now take that image and remove it from your head and see that big jumbled mass of squirrely, mixed up, almost like what are they called? Like scribbles, like a jumbled up scribble. You know, when you write something and scribble it out, it's like that almost. That's what I see with this. So imagine it's all scribbled, all rubbed out, all scrubbed out. So bring that out of your head and feel that come down and see that come down, and then place that into your heart. So that part of the process is sense. Okay, so we've stopped and now we've sensed. Now, by doing that, you've taken that out of your mind and you've put it into your heart, which is where we sense and we feel. So your heart knows, our heart always has the answers. Okay, so the next step of stop, we've had sense, and now we're going to work with the T, which is trust. So trust that your heart has the answer. Trust that whatever was going on, all that noise in your head that you've placed into your heart, if there is an answer, then you will receive it. If there is no answer, you won't receive it. So trust that whatever's going to happen, your heart knows. Okay, so that's trust. Then the next letter to stop is O, and O is being open. Be open that you will receive exactly what is right for you. Be open that you will receive the answer, and be open that you will receive the answer at the right time, at the right moment, and you will know that that is for you. And also be open that there is no answer. Be open that all of that jumbled mass that you've taken out of your head and put into your heart is just noise and doesn't need an answer. Be open to that. Okay? So that is the next process, which is O. Now, the next process, the next step of the process is P for practice. Now, this could be, you could, for example, practice meditation. You could practice music. You could practice sport. What you could also do is whatever you've been stopping yourself from doing is do that. So, for example, if you were going to come on and speak to people, or you were going to design a class, practice. That is putting yourself into that beautiful vibration of practicing what you truly wish to do. So, as I said, you can practice music, you can practice dancing. It may even be all of these elements. You may be putting your singing voice out to the world. You may be putting your beautiful musical talents out to the world. It's practice, and do something positive with that element of what you really, truly wish to do. On the other hand, if you really wish to just go in, practice meditation, just practice meditation. But what you're doing is you're taking yourself away from that lower vibration and moving yourself to a higher vibration of positivity. So you could also look at the P as practice positivity. Okay. So we have sense, we have trust, we have open, we have practice. Okay, great. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to get you into a very beautiful, comfortable place, and I will see what meditation is going to be brought down to us for us to work with. All right? Great. So just begin to notice your breath. Don't try and change anything. Place your hand on your heart, and already you're starting to feel more and more relaxed. You're completely safe. You're completely comfortable. You know this journey is for your greater good, so you can be all you were born to be and share your beautiful gifts with the world. So close your eyes and very, very gently just exhale as much as you can to leave a beautiful empty space in your tummy. So exhale, 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 And then take a big, beautiful, deep breath in for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and hold for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and push it all out for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and hold for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and take a deep, 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 deep breath in for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and hold that for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and deep breath out for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and hold for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and deep, deep, deep breath in for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and hold for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let it all go for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now just breathe naturally. Notice how you become more and more relaxed. Your breathing has slowed down. Your shoulders have lowered. Your arms and legs are uncrossed. You're completely comfortable. And you feel so incredibly grateful for your beautiful body, exactly as you are now. And with your eyes closed, just feel from the top of your head to the tips of your toes the gratitude for your body, for all that you are, for all of the organs that work on your behalf, for all the beautiful blood that pumps around your system and keeps you alive and keeps you nourished, and for your beautiful heart that is always working for you selflessly, always there, never asking for anything, providing all the love and the nutrients that your whole entire body needs, pumping it round. And be so grateful for this team that is your body, for your beautiful skin, for your bones, for all your cells. And now feel and see a beautiful white globe above you. You're completely safe. And just allow that glorious white globe of energy to come down through the top of your head, all the way down from the top of your head, swishes and swoops around your brain, takes away anything that no longer serves you. Just allow this beautiful warmth to swoop away, clear away anything that no longer serves your purpose. Allow it to go. And now this glorious white energy comes down to the rest of your face, over your eyes, over your forehead, around the back of your ears, around your nose, over your lips, clearing and cleansing, taking away any tension, removing anywhere where you may have tight muscles, all the way along your jawline, softening your jawline, where you may have been clenching your teeth, just feel softer and more relaxed. And your body is so grateful to you for this beautiful, beautiful moment. And allow that glorious white energy to continue down under your chin, down your throat, warming and cleansing and taking away anything that no longer serves you. And in your throat, taking away any stuck words, anywhere where you didn't say what you truly wanted to say, just allow it to go. That's the past. Allow this beautiful clearing so you may speak from your heart and speak your truth from your heart. Beautiful clearing, warm, sparkling white energy. Now, journeys down across your chest and your shoulders, all the way down to your heart, and rests there. And from the back of your head, this beautiful white energy pours down from the back of your head, clearing and cleansing, removing any tension, any stress, removing all from the back of your body, from your neck and your shoulders, anywhere where you have any tight muscles, and you just feel a beautiful release all the way down your back, over your buttocks, down your thighs, down your calves, and from your shoulders down to the tips of your fingers and back up again. And this beautiful energy continues to travel over your calves, down over your heels, underneath your feet, along the bottom of your feet, up over your toes, sparkling and clearing and cleansing and revitalizing all your cells with this gorgeous, sparkling white energy, rejuvenating and revitalizing. And now this glorious white sparkling energy comes from the bottom of your feet up over the top of your toes, over the top of your feet, up your ankles, up your shins, over your knees, all the way up your thighs, cleansing and clearing, removing all the tension, any tightness, any tension or pressure or stress that you felt is all melting away. Up over your thighs, over your sexual region, in clearing and cleansing over your sexual region, anywhere where you're holding on to any past relationships, just allow that to go, cleansing and clearing away. And now this glorious white energy moves up over your tummy, cleansing and clearing anywhere where you didn't stand up for yourself, anywhere you felt you gave your power away. That's gone. Clear and cleanse away anywhere where you felt you lost your power. Feel that strength within you, for you are powerful. And now allow this glorious white energy to go from your stomach all the way up, all the way up to your heart. And now the glorious white sparkling energy meets in the middle in your heart center. And you feel amazing. Your cells are revitalized, rejuvenated with beautiful white sparkling clear energy. Everything is possible. And now as this glorious white energy meets at your heart center, there is a beautiful burst of glorious green and golden energy from your heart as the white sparkling energy meets your heart center. And this is poured through all of your body. And you feel wonderful. And this glorious green and golden energy mixes with the white sparkling energy and pulsates through your entire system, clearing and cleansing and spreading love all through your body, spreading gratitude all through your body. And you are so incredibly grateful. And your body is so incredibly grateful for this beautiful moment. And just feel that. Be in that moment. Feel how wonderful you are, just as you are. Feel how loved you are. Feel your self-love. Feel how much you love yourself. Feel how much you deserve the best. Feel how much you know what is best for you. Feel how much you are safe when you listen to your heart. Feel how much you know your next steps. And feel how much you are always protected and guided to live your best life. So feel that all the way through your system. And as you're ready, the beautiful white sparkling energy gathers back at your heart center. Cleansed and cleared, and burst out of your heart center to the universe. And you spread this loving, healing energy that you have created to the universe, to all the beautiful sentient beings. As we are all one, as we unite, we share this beautiful healing love out to the universe so others may feel this and feel the beautiful connection with the universe. And know you are not alone. We are all one. And as you're ready, it's time to come back. So feel now that glorious white and green and golden energy has been spread out to the universe. You are clear. You are cleansed. All your cells are rejuvenated and revitalized and will continue rejuvenating and revitalizing. And you have felt the best you have ever felt. And you will come back with joy and love and self-compassion and ready to live the best life for you. So very, very gently, start to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, maybe take some gentle shoulder rolls. And now, bow your head. Gently open those beautiful eyes. Bring your head back up, and you are back. And you feel wonderful and revitalized and rejuvenated and ready to live the best life for you. So thank you so much for joining me today on this podcast. I hope it's helped you, and I really look forward to seeing you again. Please share, like, and subscribe should you feel for others to listen, and let's all heal together. So much love. Ho.